I quote, this is not a quote, but you can quote me on this. Colin Kaepernick is a mediocre quarterback.
Oh, that's harsh.
He's a mediocre quarterback. He's not a top-tier quarterback.
Oh.
He's not. And I put him underneath Cam Newton and Russell Wilson.
Okay.
I put him under Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck's way up there. But Colin Kaepernick is not, and mediocre not in the sense of bad, because mediocre means average. He's an average quarterback. He's not, he can make key plays live with his feet, but do I think he can head an offense? No. For example, going into the game against Arizona, you knew their run defense was going to be good. They are one of the best, if not the best, run defensive team in the league. They'll stop your run. You knew that going in, the 49ers. You try to run, doesn't work. Colin Kaepernick is forced to pass. They exploit his weakness, which is being able to consistently carry an offense and keep drives alive.
So do you think the 1 year when San Francisco made the Super Bowl and they had Kaepernick as their quarterback and they made the change from Alex Smith to Kaepernick, do you think that teams now know how to adjust when it comes to Kaepernick?
Yeah, definitely. That's the reason they made the Super Bowl, because teams weren't ready. Teams didn't know what was going on.
Oh, okay.
That type of hybrid quarterback, mobile quarterback, was relatively new to the league at the time. RG3 that year was RG3 was new as one of those. Luck could tuck and run. Russell Wilson, Cam Newton wasn't there yet, but teams didn't really know about that. But now they saw all last year. Teams know how to defend it. They know they need to have a spy on the QB to try to minimize those yards rushed by him. And I think Kaepernick, if anything, he needs to do this coming summer in 2015, is just to tighten that spiral and just be more of an accurate quarterback.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there. I don't know if he's mediocre, but I think he's an above average quarterback.
Okay, I'll give you that. Okay, I'll say he's above average.
Okay.
But not elite, definitely not.
Okay, not elite. I agree there. We have one more thing to talk about in the NFL. It was talking about discipline. One guy got disciplined. His name's Bill Simmons on ESPN.
Rick Bill, bring him back.
Free Simmons was the hashtag all over the place on Twitter, and his comments got him suspended for 3 weeks for calling Goodell a liar. Should Bill be suspended for 3 weeks?
Freedom of speech, freedom of the press. The way he went about it, though, was, saying, he's a liar. He's a liar, You put him on the lie detector test and he would fail. That was going. That was harsh. To be completely honest, that was really harsh. Very tough criticism. That's almost like slander.
Yeah, I mean,
it's 3 weeks. I understand why it is Stephen A. Smith, employee for the ESPN, justifying something that's so wrong in domestic violence. But in this, I don't know. I think Bill, what he said was over the top, but he shouldn't have been suspended for it. Not at all.
Yeah, I thought what he said was wrong. I think the roles should reverse. I thought Stephen A. should be suspended for 3 weeks and Bill gets suspended for 1. I thought that would have been fair. I mean, I still can't get over what Stephen A. said, because I've met Stephen A. before and he just seems like a nice guy, and I just wouldn't expect him to say such a thing like that. So that was surprising. And then what Bill had to say was over the top, but I think it shows how much the league kind of how the broadcast partners protect the league a little too much. So, little disappointing on ESPN's part, but I think Bill will be okay. I mean, he's still going to get viewership, and people still love Bill Simmons.
People may like him now because of this.
Yeah, maybe the suspension does help, and it maybe even gets him more viewers because the anticipation of him coming back. I mean, his first broadcast coming back will be really interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting on what people can and cannot say on the air these days, and he was just speaking his mind. He thought that Goodell had seen the tape and was just lying to say he didn't. Cameron, do you think Goodell saw the tape? Do you think Goodell personally, not anyone else, do you think Goodell saw it?
I don't know. Do you think do I think he saw it before anybody else?
Are you at?
No.
I think.
No. Okay. So basically, So are you asking me, like, did he see it first before anybody else? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm asking, do you think he saw it in general? Like, I mean, obviously he saw it now, but do you think he saw it before it was released?
Yes. I think he saw it before it was released, but I don't think he was the first person to see it. I think the league executive who did see it kept it as a secret because he, for money purposes and all these things. And then Roger found out about it, and then he kind of kept it as a secret and trying to think of things. But I do believe he saw it first, and it just makes me so upset that the most watched league in America and one of the top business entities in America has really come up short on a big issue in America.
Yeah, it's just these reports after reports. They all just started coming out time after time, and it's upsetting, to know that this is happening in the most popular sport in America right now. It's not even focused on. It's kind of like the Donald Sterling thing. The NFL is kind of upset that no one's, paying attention to the games, and it's all about, domestic violence and, all these things. Kind of like with the NBA when it was all about Donald Sterling and not about a very exciting NBA playoffs. That was go down as one of the more exciting playoffs in recent history.
Yeah, I know. It's been sad, it's been unfortunate, but do you think this is kind of the slow death of the NFL? And I think the NBA will become the number one sport in America. That's just me. You don't think that? No?
No. There's so much more appeal to the NFL than appeal to the NBA.
But what about the globalization of the game?
What?
What about the globalization of the game, though?
No, I think people get over that. I really do. And it's just something with the NBA that a lot of people don't like. I don't know whether it's... Some people just can't relate to basketball. More people relate to football than relate to basketball. More people enjoy watching football than enjoy watching basketball. It's... I don't know why, but I personally like watching basketball more, but football a close second. But I think football stays number one for a while.
But okay, I mean, I can agree there, but I think, do political beliefs have anything to do with this? Because I think if you are, I don't know, I've kind of noticed this, like, just watching sports. Like, if you are an MLB fan, you're probably most likely a conservative. I don't know, I've seen that. I haven't you noticed that, like, if you are a certain, like, based on your political beliefs, like, I think the NBA is such a progressive league that maybe more liberals tend to watch basketball than conservatives. Like, I don't know, I've kind of noticed that. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but does that have any factor, or is that just complete BS?
I don't really know, like, where that came from. I didn't notice that, but maybe you have. It's just football. Everyone loves football. Sunday night, sit down with your family, bring some friends over, watch football. It's just nice to watch for.
But it's not like there's no political thing. Am I just making up just complete nonsense?
I think you might. I haven't noticed that sort of trend.
Well, yeah, that's true. Okay, I thought that was. I just came up with it and just thought it could be a good reason, but it's. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I like the NFL still, and my political beliefs are not really conservative, so that's just me. But, is that it? I don't really have anything else. Do you have anything you want to say?
No, or just all the guys on my 2 fantasy teams, like Jamal Charles, please play tomorrow. Or Monday, please play Monday. Just stop the injuries.
Yeah, and shout out to my fantasy team. Tom Brady, please pick it up.
Oh gosh, is that your only quarterback?
Yeah, I put Tim Tebow as my backup just for.
Wait, he's actually there.
Well, yeah, and then I dropped him and put Roethlisberger. I traded Crabtree for Roethlisberger, so I have Roethlisberger now as my backup quarterback.
That's good, but yeah, Brady may be one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but he's not a very good fantasy quarterback at all.
Yeah, and I have Lynch, has a bye, but I need Darren McFadden to come through this week. If he can get me big numbers to replace for Marshawn Lynch this week, that would be great. So please, Darren McFadden, come through for the team name called Allen Hurns #1 wide receiver. That's my team name. I got Allen Hurns too.
Oh gosh, no, it was a 1 week thing.
No, Allen Hurns is the real deal.
Is Darren McFadden your only running back this week?
Well, no, I have DeMarco Murray.
Oh, but you should be playing to DeMarco Murray, not Darren McFadden.
No. I have DeMarco. I need 2 running backs, and I only have 3 running backs on my roster, and Lynch has a bye week.
You only have 3 running backs?
Yeah, I'll just pick up somebody in the waiver wire when I really need it. I'm fine right now. I mean, my record's fine and everything.
You stacked up on receiver.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I have about 5 or 6 running backs.
Oh, okay.
5 running backs, and I make sure I have 2 QBs. Or no, I have 1 QB.
Oh, okay. That's great. Who's your kicker?
Matt Bryant for the Falcons.
Oh, okay. I have Gostkowski.
How the heck did you get him?
I drafted pretty early for kickers.
Oh, he hasn't been that good so far.
But I do have the Patriots defense, so.
How many Patriots players do you have?
I was gonna try to get Edelman, but I have Brady, the defense, and the kicker. That's all I have.
Oh, okay. I have Gronk, which is okay. He's not fully healthy yet, so I'll be expecting some 2 touchdown performances soon.
Yeah. By the way, before we head on out, I just found out something. This has nothing to do with sports, but breaking news out of New York. In Lancaster, New York, there was a plane crash right now. Yeah, I just found out about that on Yahoo. I think it's trending, so we'll find more about that later, but I don't know. Just it's interesting, but really unfortunate. So I just found that out right now.
Was it like a terrorist attack in the plane or no?
I don't know. There aren't any details, but if you want to go find out about the details, just go find, I don't know, Wolf Blitzer talking about it or something, or anybody. I don't know. CNN will have breaking news the entire night. So, all right. That's it for Personal Foul with Cameron Sadeghi and Jordan Hunter. We will see you next time here. We got more NBA. We're in the middle of the NFL season. It's great in the sports world. Thanks everybody for tuning in.